Hello, gorgeous people. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a fabulous day. It's a bit cold and windy down here, but the sun is shining a little bit, so it's fabulous. So today we should be on I should be on a recharge day. My very first recharge day after doing BC. So I did BC in December. So yeah, it's all fairly new to me. But when I saw Richard's video yesterday as to what BC did or how he wanted us to know that BC changed us for during lockdown and what it's helped us with, I couldn't resist. So for me, my lockdown started in a very, very different way. I was 11,000 miles on the other side of the world on a holiday of a lifetime, a holiday that we'd saved 12 years for. And a holiday to celebrate my 50th birthday. 2 weeks into that holiday, it ground to a halt. Okay, it completely stopped. All in the space of a couple of hours. So yeah, if I hadn't had BC, that would have been a whole different ball game. So every time I got a text to say your flight has been cancelled, every time we got a phone call to say, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to do that for you. Your helicopter ride onto a glacier is being cancelled. And the time we turned up for just literally before lockdown started, and we turned up to take a train across mountains to find that it'd been cancelled the day before. And we were the only ones there, and we got up at like 8 o'clock we were there at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'd got up at some ridiculous time in the morning to go and catch it. And that was there. If I hadn't have done BC, that would have been a whole different scenario. I remained calm the whole way through. We dealt with it. And when the eventual phone call come to say, okay, the rest of your holiday is now stopped, you need to find somewhere to lock down because New Zealand is going into lockdown the day after. You're not going anywhere for the next few weeks, foreseeable future. It helped me deal with that in such a massive way. It helped me to see that the incredible kindness we saw of others over there. The travel agents that helped us find a place, the lady at the Airbnb who badgered Airbnb to get our phone number to phone us directly because there'd been a problem when we tried to book on Airbnb, who phoned us and said, I don't care how you get there, the apartment is yours, we can sort that out for you, we will sort the money out, but please go to the apartment and stay there. The kindness of the people in the apartments who left notes underneath the door when we got there to say, if there's anything you need, we're here for you. Or that's all I could see, and BC allowed that. That's all I could see is the kindness and how lucky we were that we had an apartment, that we weren't still in our camper van, that we weren't stuck in a hotel room, one room, that was costing a fortune, which is what we would have done if we hadn't done the Airbnb. So BC just made me realise that we were incredibly lucky, and the world is full of very, very kind people, amazing, incredibly generous people who you don't know from Adam. And it also gave me the ability to go, I know everything's going to be okay. My husband got really anxious at one point about how we were going to get home, and he even said to me, why are you being so calm about this? Why? And I said, because there's nothing else we can do, and I genuinely know we will get home at some point, and we're safe, and we're well, and we've got food in our belly, and we're able to get out and have a walk, and just the most incredible things. You know, we were so lucky, and I know BC did that for me. And I just knew in my heart of hearts that we would be able to get home. So what's the point in worrying about it? And BC did that. And I did some live videos for my business page when I was over there. And the number of comments I got and people saying to me, how are you remaining so calm? And it's because of BC that I remain calm, that I didn't feel anxious. And when the point came that I had to close my business from New Zealand, I had to close my business from there because I'm a self-employed therapist. You know, that worry about the money just didn't come in. You know, I just thought, hey, it's fine. It will sort itself out. There's just no point in worrying about it. And I knew we would get home, and we did. And even when the final hurdle kicked in that they changed our flight again 2 days before we were due to fly, I was like, no, this is fine. We're going to be home. And BC did that for me. So for those people who have asked why I've remained calm, it's because of BC. Because without that, without doing that amazing, incredible 5-day course in December, it wouldn't have been the same. Good chances are I'd have been in lockdown for something else at Her Majesty's pleasure if it carried on. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just the most incredible thing. And I'm not going to say that it's not, the script's not popped up, that negative voice. Of course it has. Do you know what I mean? You know, of course it has. Was me thinking, God, if anything happens, we're like, you know, 11,000 miles away, and, you know, we've got no way of dealing with that. Do you know what I mean? You know, of course it popped up. But as soon as it did, I was like, no, I'm not having it. You know, you can do one. I'm not dealing with you. I don't want a deal with you. You know, this is still a holiday. This is still our holiday. And whether we're in an apartment for 3 weeks, which is what we were, it's still our holiday. And it gave me a massive sense of perspective about what's right for me. And it changes the whole thing. It changes your life because you kind of just realise what's important and what's not. And, you know, for that, I'm just eternally grateful. Yeah. And when I've got home, you know, the squib did kick in when I got home. I was like, I'm not sure I want to get home. And I'd seen so much negative stuff about the UK. And before we came back, and I, you know, my script was like, no, you don't want to go back there. It's a pile of crap back there, all a bunch of twats back there. And I did have some anxious moments about coming back, because I'd loved it over there and everybody had been so kind. I got really anxious about coming back. So yeah, the script had a field day with me about coming back into the UK. But actually, you know, the script did one with that as well. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. You know, yes, it's going to be different over here. And yes, I'm going to have to deal with things that I didn't have to deal with here. But actually, I can do that. And that's fine. And I'm going to do that. So yeah, you know, and the fact that, like I've said, that, you know, I'm self-employed, I've got no income coming in. Actually, I know it will be fine. You know, I have complete and utter faith it will be fine. And I am so grateful, honestly, beyond grateful that, you know, that you've got the ability to do that, because otherwise I would be beating myself up about it. And I would be thinking, God, how am I going to earn some money? And, you know, I mean, I'm really lucky. I have a husband who's a key worker. So we have a wage coming in. So I know the roof will always be over our head. However, there wasn't always going to be food in our belly if I wasn't working. But actually you manage. Do you know what? You bloody well manage. You find a way. And, you know, this whole lockdown thing has given me the love of cooking again. So today, hence apron look, I'm spending recharge day cooking because I love cooking. And I'm cooking lots of random things so that we can eat today. And because I've now they've, you know, changed lockdown rules, I get to meet my youngest son tomorrow. He lives 50 miles away. So we're meeting halfway. So I get to meet my youngest son tomorrow, who I haven't seen in 3 months. So I'm cooking him all sorts of shit because I'm a bit of a feeder, see. Now, I don't know whether that's a script thing or not, but I'm definitely a feeder. So if that's the script thing, I'm really sorry. I'm spending my day in the script feeding people. But otherwise, I don't think it is. It's something I just love doing. So yeah, cooking and doing that. So it's just, so BC, yeah, BC has changed things massively for me. You know, and being part of this BC family. And even though I can't go to my first recharge day, I can do this. I can speak to you guys through this wonderful piece of technology called a phone and a video chat thing and live Facebook feeds. It's, yeah, and to be able to do that is just incredible. I am so excited about actually physically being at a recharge day. I cannot wait for that. I cannot wait to see the guys that I did BC with and all these other people that I've spoken to on this group and that I've never met. It's so exciting. I cannot wait. So yeah, BC changed my life. BC found me. BC found that calm, collected, chilled out. Yeah, this shit's going to work out. We're all good kind of person that I always knew I was, but never thought I was, because the script had told me I wasn't. But, you know, it's just, yeah. And I love you too, John. Yeah, it's amazing. So without BC, my life and the 3 weeks of lockdown in Christchurch would have been a whole different ball game. And being back here would have been a whole different ball game, because I would have been stressed and narky and like backbitey, because that kind of tends to do what my script tends to do. But I'm not. I'm chilled, I'm calm, and I'm spending recharge day cooking up lots and lots of lovely food, because I love doing that and I can feed people. And so yeah, thank you, Liz. Thank you, Richard. Just thank you all, this BC family. You are incredible and I love you all dearly. So have the most fabulous recharge day. I cannot, like I say, wait to see you guys all in person, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.